Being more productive can just simply be an illusion. It's us trying to achieve more things rather than having an outcome that we're working towards and doing the right activities to actually achieve them. In this video, what I want to do is break down what I see most people in the fitness industry doing wrong when it comes to trying to achieve more. And it starts with this first thing, setting expectations on our dream outcome. Kobe Bryant said that if the competition was getting up and going to the gym at 11 o'clock, going home, having some food, having some rest, sleeping, then going back at 6 and doing 2 trainings per day, 2 times 2 trainings per day. If he got up and went at 8 o'clock in the morning, then went home, then went back at 11, then went home, did the same recovery and rest, then went again, then did the same rest and recovery, and then did that again, the compounding effect of that much more effort over time came to the point that it just became unstoppable. It was impossible for somebody to catch back up because of the years that he had put in with more work, more specific work over time to achieve greater things. Now, if we think about that with what we're trying to achieve or what you might be trying to achieve with your fitness business, you can look at some other people's businesses and that I want to be able to do what they have done. And if you look back on their journey over the last 5-10 years to see what they've done, are you willing to do that before you say, I'd like to achieve what they've achieved? And if you're not, then let's change the expectation of what you're trying to achieve. Because if somebody has achieved something in 12 months and they're now 5 years in their journey, realistically what you should be trying to achieve is better than what they did in their first 12 months. Not get to where they are in 5 years within 1 year. And often I see this, people are trying to achieve this in 12 weeks, which is incredibly unrealistic. So think about it. Where do I actually want to be and what am I willing to do to achieve that? Start doing that and implementing that. Now this brings me full circle back to time. The expectation of how long something will take is just, it's delusional to most people. There's so many areas that someone may have to grow to be able to achieve their goals or to get to where XYZ trainer is right now. Because firstly, you've got to master your craft. And if you're a trainer, that we're talking about like mastering training principles, actually being able to train clients, nutrition principles that actually work for clients, having your own theories that you can implement, mastering these things, and then actually coaching other clients and being able to have that skill to do it. That doesn't take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It takes year upon year of learning from other coaches, from going out getting mentorship, from going out and doing other courses to actually nail your craft. And that's just the first part. Now you're wanting to be an entrepreneur at the same time. So now we're thinking about like, okay, you have to have the skill to be able to create your own dream, your own vision of what you're trying to achieve if you're going to be an entrepreneur. You have to be able to visualize what you're actually trying to build. And then you have to acquire the skills to be able to actually do those things as well. Then you have to figure out who do I need to become and what do I need to sacrifice to be able to implement these things to be able to actually even achieve these goals. Which brings me back to the next point. And are you willing to sacrifice the things you need to sacrifice to become the person who can achieve this with ease? Because it's always a lot harder, and you're going to give up and quit the first time you get slapped in the face, the first time you get rejected. Because the thing is, when you become an entrepreneur or you become a business owner or you just become a presence online, you're subject to daily abuse from others. You're subject to rejection on a daily basis every time you implement something new and try something new. Nothing works perfect straight away. You have to put it out there. You have to take it to market, see what works, see what doesn't, make those adjustments and keep adjusting over time without getting hurt enough that you just quit. Are you willing to put in the years it might take to get that traction? You might be lucky enough to get traction straight away, but most aren't. Most have to grind away, getting it wrong, making changes repeatedly while getting that rejection, while feeling this inferior complex of themselves. And then you have other people out there that will try to back that up by telling you that you're shit or you're crap or whatever you're doing isn't working. So you have to truly love what you do, and you have to be doing it for the right reason. I've very rarely seen people being able to achieve in things like this for money alone. They still would have to find something that they're passionate about and have a bigger cause, which comes right back to the beginning and go, what is your vision and what are you willing to do to achieve that? And if they're not aligned, it's going to be very, very hard. And are you willing to put in the hours week in, week out, because you're probably pretty slow at executing on everything that you're doing because it's new? Are you willing to do that? Because the truth is, you can do anything you want as long as you're willing to put in the time and the effort and the sacrifice to achieve the things that you want to achieve. But I truly believe, like, build your life, like what kind of life do you want to live? Do you want to be working 100-hour weeks? Do you want a big team of people that you have to look after and have that burden of looking after them as well? And I don't say that in a negative way, I just know it's hard. Or do you want to find a way where you can work remotely? Do you want to find a way where you can make decent money, have a good lifestyle, have freedom of time, whatever that might mean? Because they're very, very different goals. And if we loop this right back around to like set expectations and goals around your lifestyle and build your business around it. So if you liked this video and you found it helpful, if you're a coach and trainer who wants to stay in the industry for the long term, hit subscribe. We create videos like this every single week designed to help coaches and trainers stay in the industry for the long term.